The family thought they buried their daughter, but who was in the grave? Part 3, True Crime. The event, May 23rd, 2025. The day Subject M was supposed to open. But no one, not the agents, not the analysts, not even KJ, knew what that truly meant. They only knew one thing. Megan Larson was no longer missing. She was active. Graven Hollow is quarantined. Satellite coverage is blocked. FBI teams deploy with non-lethal deterrents. Thermal drones sweep the town every 7 minutes. And inside the hollow core, no sign of Megan. No trace of blood. Just mirrors. Thousands of them. Every wall of every building. Mirrors facing mirrors, creating infinite reflections. Endless copies of Megan's last known photograph, her face reflected into forever. And at exactly 4:23 p.m, the first siren goes off. Drones detect movement in the northern quadrant, 3 heat signatures, but only one has a heartbeat. And that's when a new signal emerges. An analog radio frequency, shortwave, encrypted, looped every 6 seconds. A woman's voice, calm, familiar. You asked me to open, you never asked what would come through. Cut to audio FBI surveillance transcription. Agent 1. Visual contact. We've got a figure in the church bell tower. Female, hoodie. Wait, she's not alone. Agent 2. Second figure behind her, taller. Can't confirm identity. Wait, she's bleeding from her eyes. Jesus. Agent 3. Is she speaking? Agent 1. No, she's mouthing something over and over. Agent 2. Lip read it, looping the feed. Playback says, Agent 1. We are awake. End transcript. At that moment, power surges. Every camera inside the zone shuts down. Backup generators fail. Command post loses contact. And just as quickly as it started, silence, 7 minutes of it. No visuals, no movement, no sound. And then every mirror in Graven Hollow shatters simultaneously. Sensors detect the shockwave, but no one hears it because it happens only inside the town, as if the air collapsed in on itself. And in the center of it all, the church doors creak open. A single figure walks out, barefoot, clothes torn, her mouth sewn shut with wire, but in her hands a note, given willingly, delivered to the agents without resistance. She drops it, falls to the ground, unconscious, still breathing. Inside the note, written in unmistakable handwriting. That was not me, that was the others. They've seen you now. Signed, M. Narrator hushed, as if someone else might be listening. Megan Larson was found, her vitals intact, but her mind fractured. Doctors say she responds only to humming, a single melody, the same lullaby her mother once sang when she was 6, the same song she was humming in the final voicemail before she disappeared. And as she lays unconscious in a secure hospital wing, the FBI uncovers something chilling, a final flash drive, found sewn into the lining of her hoodie, labelled simply Archive 0. Inside, video footage, 9 hours unedited, dated May 16, 2013, the night Megan first went missing. Footage shows Megan alone entering the Crescent Circle compound, KJ watching from a second-floor window, a group of girls seated in a circle, chanting, then silence, then a figure walks in, unseen in any prior investigation, no face, just a voice. They call him the architect. His voice distorted, but his words are unmistakable. She will host the root, you will host the rest. She is the opening, you are the harvest. In 13 years the doors will bloom, and the world will have new mothers, new identities, new forms, not possessions, not clones, replications, fragments of Megan, of Subject M distributed across survivors, activated through trauma. And now they're waking up. Narrator voice tightening. In the last 72 hours, 5 women have gone missing across 3 states, each last seen exhibiting strange behavior. walking into traffic without flinching, standing in mirrors for hours, speaking only in reversed sentences, asking, "Is she awake yet?" In one instance, a woman carved a crescent into her own shoulder and said, "She's only the first bloom." There are 6 more. Dramatic silence, heartbeat returns. 6 more. 6 others like Megan, or 6 other gateways, because that would make 7. 7 subjects, 7 pins, 7 sites, and 1 architect. Unidentified, untraceable, possibly not even human. Final clue, recovered voicemail to Megan's family. Left just 24 hours before she entered Graven Hollow. Unreleased until now. Voicemail audio, Megan's voice. "I don't know if you'll ever hear this, but I need you to know something. I was never alone. Even when you buried me, something else stayed behind. If I don't make it back, don't look for me. Don't look for any of us. We weren't taken, we were made. And when we open, we don't close again." End audio. Narrator, soft final words with chill. The question is no longer where is Megan, it's what is she now, and how many of her are out there? Part 9, The Harvested. Coming soon, subscribe. Because the girl you thought you buried may be standing right behind you. The files were sealed, the drives were locked, but one name kept coming back. The architect. No birth record, no fingerprints, but hidden deep in the final metadata of Archive 0, beneath layers of corrupted files and overwritten sectors, a single phrase survived. Harvest cycle, phase 2//initiator, ATM Nasai Tash, ATM initials, not a name, not yet. But that data unlocked a new breadcrumb trail, and it didn't lead to Graven Hollow, it led to Bloomfield, Illinois, a psychiatric rehabilitation center. Shut down in 2019, patients relocated, files burned in a supposed storage fire. But there was one patient who'd been off the record, unaccounted for, admitted under court seal at the age of 9, discharged without identity at 21, and the initials ATM, Alyssa Taylor Morgan. Beck hadn't seen Alyssa in over 3 years, but 2 weeks ago, she got a package. No return address. Inside, a mirror, cracked diagonally, etched across the center. She's open, I'm next. And suddenly, it clicks. The architect didn't create the harvest, he released it. But the subjects, they're not random, they're sequential, chosen, built, each one, a trigger for the next. Like dominoes, or worse, a distributed intelligence. Growing, waking, replicating. And Megan? She was the seed, but Alyssa, she's the first bloom. When agents reached the pier, no one was there. Only a burnt circle on the dock and a cell phone. Recording. A video already uploaded to an untraceable channel. 6 girls, each with mirrored eyes. And in unison they speak, "We are the harvested. Megan was the door. Alyssa is the path." Then the camera turns. Face of the one holding it? Unknown, but she smiles and says, "There are 5 more." Authorities now believe the harvest cycle involves 7 initiates, 7 trauma-bonded minds, 7 fragmented consciousnesses, all grafted from Subject M. But there's more. A second flash drive was recovered, this time from Alyssa's childhood home, buried behind the fireplace. Inside, voice logs. They said I was born early, but I wasn't. I came when she opened. When the others bled, they said I had her face. But I don't think she's gone. I think she's in all of us. That's when a question nobody dared ask before is finally spoken. What if Megan Larson is not alive? What if she never was? What if she's a concept? A distributed personality, downloaded, fractured, inserted into victims over time. And the girls, they aren't Megan. They are attempts to host her, to stabilize her. And the architect, he's just the handler, the facilitator, Because the real goal was never about one girl. It was about mass replication, a harvest of identities built to survive the end of something or begin something new. Last entry recovered email from KJ to unknown recipient May 28, 2025. Subject, we're past containment. You were right, Megan was only the beta test. Alyssa confirmed. Host consciousness can fracture without full personality collapse. It just needs a reflective loop and an identity base. The mirrors, the music, the circles, that's how they keep each other stable. They're not possessed. They're synced. She opens, the next blooms, and then the merge. They thought they buried a girl, but what they buried was just the first version, and now version 2.0 is online. Next, in this final part, the merge. Subscribe, because the next girl you meet might be part of her. They warned us the merge would come, that the harvest wasn't just a series of victims, it was a network, a collective, a consciousness fracturing and reassembling, moving beyond one body, one mind. And on June 1st, 2025, the merge began. At dawn, surveillance footage across 3 states simultaneously showed groups of young women gathering, each marked with the crescent symbol, each moving with a strange synchronicity. No words, only humming. Recovered 911, call June 1st, 2025. Caller! There's something wrong. They're all here, walking, like they're connected. They don't speak, they just stare. It's like they're waiting. Dispatch, ma'am, where are you? Caller. Downtown, everywhere, it's like a hive. End call. By noon, multiple agencies had lost contact with entire towns. No arrests, no confrontations, just disappearance, like a slow vanishing. Witnesses report hearing a low, unearthly humming in the air, the same lullaby Megan once hummed, and then the impossible happened. 2 groups converged in a remote area of the Ozark Mountains. There, amidst broken glass and rusted metal, they formed a circle. Hands linked, heads bowed, eyes glowing faintly. The merge, Agent Field Report excerpt, it was like watching a network come alive. They moved as one. Yet each face was distinct, yet it shared the same expression. When the circle broke, no one could explain what happened next. The women vanished, only their echoes remained. An encrypted file discovered on one agent's device offers a cryptic clue. Merge complete. Harvest cycle renewed, waiting for the architect's signal. No one knows who or what the architect truly is. Is he human or something beyond? What was the true purpose of Subject M? The evidence suggests a terrifying answer. They were never victims, they were seeds. Seeds for something beyond human comprehension. A new form of life. An entity built from broken souls and fractured identities. And the world? It's unknowingly standing on the edge of their awakening. Closing narration, slower, chilling. The family thought they buried their daughter, but the grave was empty. Because Megan was never just one girl, she was many. Now those many are becoming one, and when the merge completes, what comes next will not just haunt us, it will redefine what it means to be human. Final words on screen. This is not over, this is only the beginning. Who will be next? End credits roll. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the shadowed corridors of the unknown. Stay vigilant, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because the truth is still unfolding. And the next chapter could be closer than you think.